Alright, welcome in everybody to the BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2024 Leaf Collective Multisport to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save it as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live and even live. Also mention no purchase necessary, link down in the description. Box number 1, Emily Sonnet, and Allen Iverson, 1 of 1s. Anthony Munoz, 1 of 1. Nolan Ryan, 1 of 4. And Hope Solo, 1 of 1. Bruce Smith and Charlie Scott, 1 of 1s. Juju Lewis, 1 of 6. Frank Mihailovic, 2 of 4. And Don Mattingly, 1 of 1. Lisa Leslie and Hideki Matsui, 1 of 1s. Tommy Fury, 2 of 7. Vladimir Guerrero, 2 of 4. And Mark McGuire, 1 of 1. Jackson Dart and Gareth Bale, 1 of 1s. Adam Oates, 4 of 4. Larry Johnson, 1 of 1. And Beryl Sanders, Emmitt Smith, 3 of 7 dual auto. That'll be headed to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that if you have either of those guys. Lennox Lewis and Dickie V, 1 of 1s. John Schmaltz, 9 of 10. Udonis Haslam, 1 of 8. And Jim McMahon, Brett Favre, 2 of 6 dual auto. That will also be headed to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that if you have either of those two guys. John Monfusco and Nick Dunlap, 1 of 1s. Dave Stewart, 4 of 7. Alyssa Peely, 2 of 7. And Paul Skeens, 1 of 1. Boom. Box number 7. Tim William and Shedeur Sanders, 1 of 1s. Bernie Williams, 2 of 8. Jimmy Hart, 1 of 8. And Michael B. Jordan, 1 of 1. Miss Livy Dunn and Miss Livy Dunn, 1 of 1s. Jason Kidd, 1 of 3. John Montefusco, 2 of 8. And Brett Favre, 1 of 1. Box number 9. Trevor Hoffman and Jose Canseco, 1 of 1s. Mike Rozier, 1 of 1. Kendrick Perkins, 1 of 1. And Steph Curry, redemption auto. And final box to break, box number 10. Good luck, everybody. Jim McMahon and Tito Martinez, 1 of 1s. Dwight Stevenson, 1 of 7. Bruce Smith, 1 of 1. And Cameron Brink, 1 of 3. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Go and get a hit recap going real quick, then we'll take care of our 2 randoms. For the hits, Emily Sonnet, Allen Iverson, Anthony Munoz, Hope Solo, Bruce Smith, Charlie Scott, Frank Mihailovic, Don Mattingly, Hideki Matsui, Gareth Bale, Adam Oates, Dick Vitale, Dave Stewart, Alyssa Peely, Bernie Williams, Brett Favre, Dwight Stevenson, Bruce Smith, and Cameron Brink. Nolan Ryan, Juju Lewis, Lisa Leslie, Mark McGuire, Jackson Dart, Larry Johnson, Lennox Lewis, John Schmaltz, John Monfusco, Nick Dunlap, Paul Skeens, Jimmy Hart, Michael B. Jordan, Mr. Livy Dunn, and Livy Dunn, Jason Kidd, John Monfusco, Jose Canseco, Mike Rozier, Kendrick Perkins, and Jim McMahon. Tommy Fury, Vladimir Guerrero, Udonis Haslem, Sam Weah, Shador Sanders, Trevor Hoffman, Steph Curry, and Tito Martinez. And headed to random.org, Barry Sanders and Emmitt Smith, 3 of 7 dual auto. And Jim McMahon, Brett Favre, 2 of 6 dual auto. Alright, that is it for us for today. Thank you guys so much for being here on Thursday, spending a little bit of your morning with us. We're going to head to random.org real quick to knock these 2 out. We'll be back with that in just a second. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Could be 3 higher to be valid for us. We're going to go 3 times on each random, starting off with Barry Sanders and Emmitt Smith. That is 2 times. Final rope. Barry Sanders coming out on top. Congratulations. And Jim McMahon and Brett Favre dual auto. That is 2 times. Final rope. Brett Favre taking it home. Congratulations. All right, that is it for us for today. Thank you guys so much for being part of the breaks. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. We look forward to having you all back here sometime soon. And until next time, everybody.